okay. I think it's been too long, so I'm just ready to get back on the court tomorrow.
Al, Joe always talks about the process of things over the results of things. How much of that did you guys have, like, mentally before he got here, versus how much was that something that he came in and he sort of brought to the table, the whole emphasizing the process, no matter what the result, like whether it's shots, defense, stuff like that?
Yeah, I feel like he's created more awareness in that regards for all of us, and really making sure that we focus in, like he said, on the process and not so much the end result.
How do you see Kristaps grow as a defender since he got here? Some of the stuff he said has been, unnatural for him that he's been trying out here. But how does his growth progress, continue from your eyes?
Yeah, I feel like he continues to grow. I feel like his length it's just a big strength for our team because he's able to challenge a lot at the rim and really give us that shot blocker presence there. And for him, the biggest thing is just continuing to, obviously, stay consistent on the defensive end, and that should help us, tremendously. And since he's been here, I feel like he's been doing that, and he just has to, continue to protect the rim for us. And he is going to be challenged in different ways to do different things, and I feel like he's been up to the challenge and he's done it.
A lot of the social media and media landscape has changed throughout your career. How have you felt it just impacting the young players when they come in, knowing that everything kind of goes online, that there's a lot of new media discourse versus when you came in less of that? And how do you kind of balance tuning out the noise and what people have to say?
Yeah, I mean it's a big part of our of the life right now in our sport and in all pro sports really, and then with our group, they see it, they know kind of what it is, and it's just finding that balance. What is good for each individual. Some guys can maybe look at some more stuff. Some other guys maybe don't want to look at anything at all, and it's just kind of finding your way. The biggest thing is for our guys to mentally be in a good space. Ultimately, that's what you want from your players. That that things are for benefit for them. If it's something starting to hurt you or deter you from the things that you need to do, then you probably want to step away from it. And if not, it's fine. You can, kind of do it. And it's just kind of finding that balance. And I feel like that's the struggle with the social media and everything these days.
What's been your balance? Where have you kind of landed on
Yeah,
that?
for me, I mean, I usually tend to stay away from it for the most part. I am, I'll check in every now and then, but for me, I found it better to, just kind of go about my business. But in reality, I mean, I have 5 kids, and and my wife and I stay pretty busy, so it's kind of harder for me to be more active or involved.
Adam Silver said he's looking into how many threes teams are shooting. We've kind of seen this whole three-point revolution. It's a different game. Some people might call it boring, but I just want a player's perspective on just how the game has changed with all these threes.
Yeah, he's looking into it in a good way or a bad way?
Just like teams are copying.
Oh yeah, getting shots. Yeah, I mean, I just think that it's just the progression of the game, the evolution of the game. I believe. My rookie year, I would have never imagined. 10 years ago seeing that many three-point shots, being shot, and it's just the way that the game is just going. And a lot of people are leaning more on the three-point line, and as you see, and the trend that you've seen the last few years is that at every position, as soon as you come in the league, guys are shooting them. And they're comfortable with them, whereas before, guys had to develop it here, they had to figure it out, or they didn't shoot them as much or weren't as comfortable. But there's a lot of value in teams' eyes with the three-point shooting. So, that's just the evolution of the game.
Al, you and Brooke Lopez are kind of the OGs of the guys who didn't take any in the beginning and now are three. How does that feel to kind of be the OGs in that sense of where bigs are looking to you and to them as kind of models and guys?
Yeah, I mean, it has to do with timing, and obviously, with us really taking a chance and getting out of our comfort zone with that. A lot of guys have done it, and it feels, I don't know. I mean, I guess we're one of the first ones, but I don't really, feel any particular way about it. It was just you either stick to what you were doing before, and if we did, we probably weren't going to be here for much longer.
Has the 3 extended your career?
Absolutely. I believe that for me, physically has added years to my career. I feel like it's been good for me, and I think Brooke saw it as well. And it's been a great benefit, and that's what I was mentioning, that now like the guys are coming in from college and they're already shooting it, and they're confident, they're giving them the green light, and it's a good thing. I was excited, when I thought about it. It seemed, like a very difficult shot, especially because I just worked on it from the corners. I never thought about shooting him above. So I just worked on him there, and then, there's a lot of things that kind of go in your mind when you have to shoot that shot. And but ultimately, I had a lot of confidence from my teammates and my coaches, and they encouraged it, and that was very helpful for me.
One coach in particular that kind of inspired that change, or is that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I've said this before. There was specifically, it was Rick's son was the GM at the Hawks at the time, so he's the one that first pushed me for it. And then as far as coaches go, there was 2, and it was Kenny Atkinson and Mike Budenholzer. So Coach Bud is the head coach. He just gave me the freedom and the confidence. But Kenny Atkinson was the one that was working with me continuously and giving me confidence as well during that process.
Thank you all.
Yeah.